We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. In war, practice dissimulation and you will succeed. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Leadership is all about making things to move forward, not backward. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. Truth often sacrificed for the sake of stability and peace. It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new beginning. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. Choose to correct your mistakes rather than comparing it to others. If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. Concentrate your energy and hoard your strength. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. At some point, we all look up and realize we are lost in a maze. A praise war in terms of the fundamental factors. The first of these factors is moral influence. I believe in spectacles, but I think eyes necessary too. The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. It's exhausting, the energy it takes to unknow a truth. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. A man should look for what is and not for what he thinks should be. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. First learn to become invincible, then wait for your enemy's moment of vulnerability. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. If those who are sent to draw water begin by drinking themselves, the army is suffering from thirst. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Stay in the center, and you will be ready to move in any direction. Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. The fear of appearances is the first symptom of impotence. He who knows he is a fool is not the biggest fool. He who knows he is confused is not in the worst confusion. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. When you lose your smile, you lose your way in the chaos of life. Crying can bring relief as long as you don't cry alone. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I live in my own little world, but it's okay, they know me here. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. Life provides chances to open your heart all the time. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. Some things you hear with your ears, others you hear with your heart. Stop being okay with everything. When something can be read without effort, great effort has gone into its writing. When you take control of your attitude, you take control of your life. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. A tiny change today brings a dramatically different tomorrow. Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. I have given my word that only death will take me from you. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. We all have 2 lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. There are not more than 5 primary colors, yet in combination they produce more hues than can ever be seen. If you always want the validation of others, you won't grow beyond people's expectations. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. If you derive joy in destroying others, you won't go far in life. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. The desire to reach for the stars is ambitious. The desire to reach hearts is wise. Our moral economy went bankrupt long before our financial one. Look for the good In every person and every situation, you'll almost always find it. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. There's nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. Take care of your body. Remember, health is another form of wealth. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. A constitution that is made for all nations is made for none. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets.